Hi, I'm Lee Tessier from Keller Williams American Premier Realty, and today I wanted to talk about job changes while you're trying to get a mortgage. Some of the things that come up the most are somebody that's in a regular W-2 employee position and maybe they're going to go self-employed or a 1099 status. That totally changes anything, especially if you're commission oriented. Going to that 1099, typically most lenders are going to want to see 2 years of that commission before they're going to be able to give you a loan. I just had a scenario. I was having dinner with somebody. They were a W-2 employee. Everything was going really good. Their increase in income and so forth. And the employer now was going to put them in a different position, and they were going to become a 1099 while they were midstream on purchasing the home. So I said, whatever you do, you got to make sure that you do not do that. Do not change that job status at this point. Wait until you're done. Make sure everything's done and your ink's dry, because that becomes an issue of changing beforehand. Talk to your lenders is going to be a really important question because this comes up quite a bit. The other thing is, if you're relocating areas, if it's a job change, it's usually within the same company in most cases. Sometimes it's you're going, as long as you're in the same industry, it's usually not as big a deal, and you're generally a W-2 employee. Make sure that you check with your lenders ahead of time before you make these moves, because a lot of people will get a great job offer somewhere else and they'll go to do it, and then they want to buy a house there, and now they don't have the stability with the job that they were at maybe 7 or 8 years, and they're changing to a new job, and it could be a different field even, more income. Just check with that lender ahead of time. Sometimes it's not a big deal, and other times it becomes a huge deal, especially if it's totally different. You're not like medical field to medical field, or engineering going to engineering. If you're in those fields and you're staying lateral position of same type field, but going either up in pay and so forth, looking for a better job, that in most cases does not affect you. But just be careful that you're not going and change a job and then all of a sudden you sell your house where you're at, you're currently thinking you're going to buy, and you haven't let your lender know of all these things, like, here's my situation, I'm relocating areas, I'm getting an increase in pay, but it's a totally different field, or it is the same field. Make sure they're well aware of it. Make sure, I'd rather you tell that lender too much than not enough information, and be prepared where you're making that big a move. You may be stuck renting for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years. It depends on the circumstances. Make sure you check with your lenders well ahead of time. If you have questions about this, please reach out to us at the office and we'll be glad to assist. Our office number is 410-638-9555. Have a great day.